Welcome or welcome back to my little creative corner of the internet. And welcome to Junk Journal January Day 1. Let's dive into this new Junk Journal challenge with the prompt cover for our first Junk Journal January challenge. How are you all guys doing? I hope you did have a lovely start to this new year. Happy New Year from me, and to hopefully a bunch of new fun creative adventures for 2025. I wish you all the best, and I hope you join me on this creative adventure. Let's start this creative year right with the Junk Journaling Challenge for January, which is the Junk Journal January Challenge from Mac Journals. I will leave a link to her introduction video for the complete challenge in the description down below. And here I just flip through my junk journal that I created in December for this challenge in particular. I will also leave a link here in the info card and the description down below to my tutorial video on how I created this junk journal. If you are interested in watching this, you can do so. I did decide to do a minimalistic kind of binding technique for this challenge and just use some different papers with a more simple background, kind of some maps, some old book pages, some envelopes, to have a more clean slate for my junk journal to work in. And here I wanted to include the prompt list onto the inside cover of the journal, but then I realized the one I printed out here is a bit too big for the inside of the cover. It would just fit in that moment. So I'm deciding to come back to the inside cover later and first do the cover art for this junk journal challenge. For the cover for this junk journal, I decided to print out a bunch of antique, old looking vintage kind of letters that I found on the internet, and I did cut them out to spell out Junk Journal January on the front cover, and the thing in the bottom, which is those little stickers and the little button that I already added when I created the journal. So that's part of the Junk Journal DIY video. Here I'm just organizing those letters on the front cover. How are you all guys doing? Do you take part in Junk Journal January? I would absolutely love to hear from you in the comments down below. I can't wait to dive into all the beautiful videos from the community here on YouTube and see what we can create in this 31 days of junk journaling. I feel like it's a good start to celebrate and create the daily habit of creation for 2025, which is my ultimate goal for the new year, to create something on a daily basis. And besides this junk journaling challenge, I did decide to start a daily doodle diary for my morning pages for 2025, also in the pursuit of creating something on the daily basis, as well as to not be glued to my phone first thing in the morning. So I will also make a video about that when I have done some progress there, and I will let you all know how it's going. But for now, for January, it's Junk Journal January, at least on the challenge. I will start the doodle diary today, and I will hopefully be able to keep it up besides the Junk Journaling Challenge for January. But I will think I start posting the first video in February, when we can look back on the first 30 days of the doodle diary. Now let's go on to the inside cover. For this smaller version of the prompt list, I'd just like to include a prompt list of those challenges in my journal on the first page or on the inside cover or something, to have something to flip back to each day to look up what is the prompt for the day. And I decided to just go back to those vintage looking letters and just add a "let's go" quote on the bottom of the page here. I hope you are all in for this creative adventure and the Junk Journaling January challenge. Let me know if you are taking part in this creative challenge, and again, Happy New Year. If you want to see all my creative adventures in 2025, or if you just want to take part in the Junk Journal January challenge, hit the subscribe button to join me on this creative adventure. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, a thumbs up would make me really happy. And if you want to join me on this creative adventure, hit the subscribe button down below. Let me know in the comments down below what is your creative goals for 2025.